One of the questions that I frequently get asked by writers is, how do I send my paper home to myself? How do I send it to my home email? How do I save it to a flash drive? How do I get it home? So you have some different options. The first option is if you want to save it onto a flash drive, you would go File, Save As, once you have your flash drive plugged in, and then you should be able to find something like this up in the computer section. So when I click on that, it's going to bring up my list of folders that are there. I can name it whatever I want to call it. I save it. My flash drive actually has a little light on it, so it will light up blue when it's saving it to my flash drive, and voila, I'm done. Another option is to send it to your home email. So I've got Hotmail, so I would click on Send Email, and then in the To area, I'm going to send it to my own email address, and then I can call it whatever I want to call it. And then there's two options. The one that I see most students do is they will do a copy paste. They'll select their whole paper, they'll copy it, and then they'll go into their email and they'll paste it. That's one option. The better option is to click on Attachments, and all email has some kind of attachment. They might not say the word attachment, but they'll have a paper clip there that represents it, and then you find what that paper is called. So I had mine saved in my Outsiders folder, so I got to navigate through and find where it was saved, and it's this one, and now it's adding it. It's done. I click on Send. So the important thing to do is to make sure that the paper actually was sent and you received it in your email before you leave class. So I can see here, I sent myself an email. There's the little paper clip that shows that my paper is attached. If I open that up, I can see where I copied and pasted my text, and I can also see the paper attached to my email. I can open that up and then I can work on it from home. Another option is to go under your school Gmail account, which you can get to by going to the home page, clicking on Student Google Apps, and then logging in using your lunch number and your normal school password. Once you're logged in there, again, you've got some choices. You can either send the document to yourself via Gmail, or you could save it into a Google Doc. So if I want to send myself a Gmail, I click on Gmail, and then I would click on Compose. Again, I would put in my number to send it to myself. In this case, I'm pretending to be Ashley. I can call it whatever I want to call it, and I can paste it in the body, or again, I can attach a file and I can find the file that I want to send to myself. I click on Send, and it will send me the email. You can see that it already appeared. It's from me. There's my paper clip that shows it's attached to it, so that's an option. Another option is to simply save it as a Google Doc. So if I go under Drive and I click on Create, I can copy and paste my document here. Now what you'll find is with the Microsoft Word, you can't just do a normal right click and paste. It'll say that there's some kind of problem. Instead, what you need to do is you need to use Control-C at the same time, and then when you go into your Google Doc, you do Control-V, and it will paste your document that way. Those should be all of your options to send yourself the document at home. Make sure when you are working on it at home that if you do any of these options, you save the information at home and send the most recent copy back to yourself so that you have the most current copy available at school.